Here's some beanies that I got from my local Jewel for $1 each. This is the template I will be using. I'm gonna put this on Facebook, so links will be below. Next, cut out a piece of fabric. Just make sure it's going to fit the word or design that you're gonna use. Now you can either keep the fabric its original color, or you can bleach it to give it a little bit more grungy look. Bleaching fabric is actually a really easy process. Just pour a little bit of bleach into a plastic cup. You're going to roll up your piece of fabric into a tube, and then you're just gonna dip the fabric into the cup. The bleach will actually work its way up the tube, giving you a really cool bleached fabric effect. Let it sit for a while, or at least until you get the coloring you want. Before you do anything, make sure to wash your fabric. So I just used the kitchen sink and some dish detergent, and make sure you're wearing rubber gloves. That's important because bleach can be very damaging. It'll dry out your skin, really gross. So make sure you rinse out all of the bleach. And then to dry it, I threw it in the dryer for about 10 minutes. It's a really small piece of fabric, so it shouldn't take that long to dry. Once your fabric is dry, take your stencil and you're actually going to trace out your letters. Here I'm using a light table. This isn't absolutely necessary, especially if you choose to use a lighter piece of fabric. Use a chalk pencil to trace around each letter, or you can totally freehand something. Next, we are going to cut out our patch. Make sure you have a good pair of fabric scissors, and you are basically going to cut around your chalk outline. When you make a cut, make sure to roll the piece of fabric so that your cuts will be much cleaner than just rough, choppy cutting. If you need to cut anything out of this center anywhere, just go ahead and make a little snip and then cut around in that curvy motion that I talked about. All that chalk can easily be washed away with just a little bit of water. Once everything is all cut out, go ahead and peel off the backing of your heap-on material. And then you're going to place it on top of your contrasting color. Next, take your iron and bond these two pieces of material together. Once the material has cooled, go ahead and cut it out. You can go as thick or as thin as you'd like on this. And once again, go ahead and peel that heap-on backing off of your patch. Since we are ironing these patches onto beanies and beanies stretch, I would highly recommend inserting a piece of cardboard to stretch out your beanie so that the patch actually bonds better to the fabric. Go ahead and place your patch wherever you want it on your beanie. Once you have the patch where you want it, make sure you put a piece of parchment paper to protect the patch and your beanie from the heat of the iron. Keep the iron on over each section of your patch for about 6 seconds. And that's all there is to it to make your very own horror-inspired beanie to keep you warm in the cold months ahead.